Hey guys, Josh Carter here with OneObjective. In today's video, we're going to be going over a new reel that I'm adding to my arsenal this year, so stay tuned. Alright guys, like I said at the beginning of this video, we're going to be going over a new reel that I'm adding to my arsenal. I ended up having a reel go down on me. I had a Revo Black Max. I had that thing for 10 plus years. I don't know how many years I had that thing for. Cleaned it regularly, all that, but you know, parts wear out. And it's a cheaper reel, so you know, it's expected. I was actually surprised it lasted as long as it did because I do a lot of wading trips and falling into rivers and getting grit and all that stuff in them. But you know, just taking good care of them made it last a little bit longer. So anyways, enough rambling. So I was in the market for a new reel. Most of the time here lately when I've been replacing reels and getting reels out of my inventory there, I've been going with like the Revo SXs. It's a $150 reel, super smooth, 11 ball bearing systems in them. I mean, they're just a phenomenal reel, and I've had a lot of great success with them. With not having reels going down and getting loud and squalling, and I'm really hard on my stuff. So I've been impressed with the SXs, but when we went down to iCast and we talked with Jordan Lee and his new reel series and rod series he was coming out with, and I picked one up and I was really impressed at how light the Jordan Lee Signature Series Abu Garcia reel is. This reel is very small. Like I say when I say very small, I got big hands, but it feels like I'm holding a Revo. You know what I mean? And the closest thing I could actually really compare this to is a Zeta. When you look at the specs on the Zeta and you look at the specs on this, there are going to be some differences. You know, like the Zeta has a little oiling port and all that stuff. This doesn't have that. But for $104, that's what I paid for this on Tackle Warehouse. And the reason why, like I said, I went with this reel, one, I did my research, I checked it out, and when we talked to Jordan Lee down there at iCast, he talked really highly of these reels. I know he did because it's his reel, but after looking at it and feeling it and reeling it and all that stuff, I was like, man, this is a really smooth reel. So when I was on Tackle Warehouse going to put my order in for an SX, they didn't have none in stock. So I looked around. I really didn't want to pay the money for the Zeta either. So I got to looking and found the Jordan Lee one on there, and I was like, let me see if they even have that in stock. Well, they did, and I was like, man, $104. I thought it was going to be a little more than that. But for $104, got this thing in, got to playing with it. This is a super, super smooth reel. Now, I will do a part 2 of this because I want to go to Texas, catch a few big Texas hogs off this thing. I also want to go to Santee Cooper and maybe a couple more tournaments and see how everything holds up, how it feels, all that stuff, casting-wise. But so far, I have been really impressed with it, how smooth it is and everything. It's got a pretty good drag system. It ain't as big as like an SX or a Zeta, but it is a 15-pound drag system. This reel only weighs 7.3 pounds, which is phenomenal, being that that's basically what the Zeta and the Revo SX weighs. It's an 11 ball bearing system. Basically what the Zeta, I know the Zeta is the exact same ball bearing system. On the Revo SXs, I think it's a 9-in-1, I think, so it's a 10 ball bearing system. But for what you're paying for $104, it's hard to beat it, man. It's got the carbon fiber handle. It's got the nice grips for the reel handle here. Everything's smooth. The drag system, taking the drag on and off is super smooth. With your tensioner, super smooth, and also on your bearing system, it's super easy, super smooth. I actually have a few Revo SXs that are a little tougher than this. So, but really for the money, like I say, if you don't want to spend a lot of money, it's really hard to beat this reel right now. But I will tell people, when it comes to reels, like I say, the Black Max, you're looking at I don't know what things are now. I haven't bought one in, like I say, 10 years. But 10 years ago, I think I paid $29 for that reel, and it casted okay. It did fine, but I had to keep that thing cleaned on a regular basis. Most reels you can tear down, depends on how much you use it, once or twice a year. The Black Max, I had to do it more often because if she would just start, she wasn't as smooth. So, but you know, you spend a little bit more money. I think when you get to the $100 price range, when you got your Revo X's, you got your Jordan Lees, stuff like your Jordan Lee reel, I think when you spend about $100, a little over $100, you're getting into a different ball game when it comes to reels. Now, when you get on up to the 150 plus reels, you know, things get a little bit different. You know, you get a different kind of drag system. You get a little bit more drag system. I think a lot of your ball bearings and all that, the way I feel like messing with a lot of different reels, all are about the same. Now, they could upgrade the ball bearings. I don't know on those. But when it comes to the ball bearings and all that, I mean, 11 ball bearings for a $100 reel is really, really good. So, but anyways, like I say, I just wanted to show you guys this new reel I got. I'm going to do a part 2 to this. I want to get out there. I want to fish with it and let you guys know what I think about it. This one right here I got is a 7-1, and this is, I'm basically going to use this for like a Texas rig or a jig, you know, combo. So I went to higher speed for, you know, catching up to them really quick if they're running at me or whatever. So, but I think this right here, 15 pounds of drag, I think this is going to be plenty. I think it's going to be sufficient enough so when you hang in one of the big holes to get it out of the daggone brush. So, but anyways, guys, if you're in the market to get you a new reel and you don't want to spend a pile load of money, make sure you check out the Jordan Lee Signature Series Abu Garcia reel. This thing is sweet, and I'm excited to get on the rod and go out there and go fishing with it. I haven't had the opportunity to go cast yet. Like I say, I don't even have a new line on it yet. It's brand new, brand spanking new. So, but we do get a lot of questions about reels and what reels, you know, we should get, what reels they go with, or should we go with, or whatever. And you know, I'm always pointing people in a Revo SX. I know some people on a different budget, so this here is going to be a reel for $100 that I'm going to start pushing other people to, that I think is a really, really nice reel. Like I say, for you know, if you're on a budget for getting a reel. So, but other than that, guys, if you got any questions about this reel, put them down in the comments below. I know I probably didn't touch base on everything about this reel, but just because I haven't been out on the water yet. I haven't been able to test this thing, but I wanted to show you guys what I got that's going to be coming in the future for another video, and you'll probably see this in several videos, especially when we make our way down to Texas. And if you have used these reels, and if you've had any problems or success stories or whatever, comment them down below too. I like to hear about them. I love hearing about, you know, different reels, and if you've had problems, things I should be looking out for with it or whatever. But like I say, as of right now, it feels like this is going to be a super smooth reel, and I'm going to enjoy it. And I might end up buying me another one here. So we'll see. Right after Texas, we'll see if I end up buying me another one. But other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to have our part 2 of our trailer build coming out here soon. If you haven't checked that out, you can check it right here at the top. And then please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this video with your friends. See you later.